Entitled SIL tries to ruin my son's birthday for her gender reveal party. My husband and I have 2 children, both boys, now aged 11 and 14. My husband's younger sister now has 3 children aged 7, 5 and 3. The year my youngest son was turning 4, he asked for a birthday party. He was not yet in school and so he did not know anyone but family, and there were no children other than his brother that were able to attend. Luckily, his favorite people in the world are Grandpa and G-Ma. G-Ma is like a big kid. She's super fun and energetic. She acts much like a kid herself and my boys adore her. I knew they were very busy, so I asked them several months in advance if they could attend his birthday party. The party was to be on his birthday. Being the wonderful grandparents they are, they agreed and requested that time off from their jobs. We also invited all close-by family, including my SIL, the entitled mother of the story. Months go by and it's now about a week and a half before my son's big day. I've bought the decorations, planned the menu and pumped him up, like to sing a final countdown song as I prepare breakfast in the morning. One afternoon I receive a call from my SIL, who is about to find out the sex of her baby. She's pregnant with baby number 1. She wants to plan a gender reveal party, but she's called her friends and family and discovered that most work and can't attend without several weeks' notice for their jobs. The only day everyone just so happens to have off is my son's birthday. Would I be willing to move my son's birthday party to another day so she can have her party? At this point it may bear mentioning that she already has 3 baby showers planned and has asked me to make the food for one of the showers. Most people being asked to attend her gender reveal party were already attending multiple baby showers for her. I am pretty friendly and passive. This caught me very off guard. I tried to gently tell her that my son was looking forward to this and we've had it planned for months, which is why everyone had it off from work. She feigned sympathy but still urged me to please move my son's birthday party to a time that everyone could later attend, and let her have this open date for her party for her first baby, while you've already had 2. Besides, Wise loves babies and would want to go to her party too. He could still come to my party and see everyone he loves, and then get to do it all over again when everyone can request time off. I didn't have time to gather a response as she steamrolled over me saying, "Okay, if they want to go, I won't make them come to Wise's party, but I can't go to your party. We have plans," and her responding thanks. I was angry. She had pulled this kind of thing with other people before, but she had always really loved my boys and never tried this with me. I didn't know how to react other than vent to my husband, who wasn't surprised at all and said not to worry and that their dad would set her straight. Funny enough, I was talking to my husband when I saw him calling my phone. I answered and he said that my SIL had told him I had no problem with her hijacking my son's birthday and I had insisted she have the party and everyone go to that one instead of Wise's. He said if this was true that he would attend her party, but he would way rather go to the party of Wise. He'd already gotten presents and they were excited about celebrating a kid that's already here on his big day. I very happily told him that I was never going to cancel his birthday or make him sit through someone else's party on his big day. I mean, he's 4 and I've been counting down for him every morning. What kind of monster would I be? I said that I had told SIL that people could go to that if they preferred, but that we wouldn't be attending. He said that sounds about right and told her he's going to Wise's party since he requested time off for that, and if she wants another party another day to give him notice. She canceled the party and then talked about me behind my back to anyone that would listen for years to follow. Story 2. M gets mad at me for playing Mortal Kombat after letting her son play. Cast: me a boy, E.M. crazy lady, K kid, M my awesome mom, D my awesome dad, R receptionist. This happened a few days ago. Sorry for the formatting, I'm on mobile. Let's set the scene. I'm 14, and I was at the hospital visiting my mom, who is a nurse, in the waiting room, and my brother and I decided to surprise her for her birthday by showing up with flowers and a card. Our dad dropped us off, but couldn't come in because he was in a conference call. The receptionist told us to wait for a bit as they were in the middle of a surgery. During this time, I pulled out my Nintendo Switch cause I was bored, and decided to load up some Mortal Kombat 11. My brother, who didn't really want to play, decided to because he was also bored, and because I also kinda begged him to play. I handed him a Joy-Con, and we selected our characters, mine being Sindel, my main, and his being Sub-Zero, his main. We battled it out on the Deadpool stage, which ended up in a 2-1 and I won. My brother handed me the Joy-Con, and as I took it, I heard a tap on my shoulder. Here enters M, and KM was a classic Karen, blonde hair, 90s clothes, a nasally voice, and eyes that said, "Can I speak to your manager?" M: hello. I was wondering if my son could play that nice game you were playing. The kid looked to be around 10 to 11 years old. I smiled and said okay, but warned him it was a bit graphic. I'm sure it will be fine. Me, okay then. We started off with selecting characters, and he warned me that he was gonna, according to him, kick my butt so hard. I smirked and instantly locked Sindel, splitting hairs, while he picked Noob Saibot, seeing double. He asked to review the moves, and I let him because I wanted him to have a fair chance. He did, and we began to fight. I started the round off with a forward 2-1 combo into an amplified scream. He began furiously mashing the buttons. He hit me with a 2-1-2, which did some decent damage, but it ended in a 2-0, with me performing the hair today gone tomorrow fatality, in which Sindel does a quick backwards cartwheel and then uses her hair to grab the arms of her opponent. Then she screams at them so loud their skin starts to tear off from the face to the waist, and their bottom half falls away, showing their intestines and all of that. She then does a star screamer to blast the remaining bits apart so they fly all over the screen. All of a sudden I hear M's voice yell, "What the fuck did you show my kid?" My brother and I both jumped, and I turned to her. "Me, miss, you allowed him to play this, and I even warned you that it was gory. You didn't seem to care." I don't care. You should have let him win so he can traumatize you with this bullshit." She tries to grab the switch from me, and I pull away, leaning into my brother as she swipes at me again, her nails scratching at my hands. Give me that." My brother turns to her and pushes her away. He's the more confrontational one. "Hey, leave him alone. It's a game that he warned you about, and again, you didn't listen." At this time, my mom walks in and sees the commotion going on. What's going on here?" Switching into victim mode, says, "You have to help me. Those horrible teenagers tried to show my son a murder game, and they tried to sexually assault me and my son." Immediately seeing us, terrified, says, "Boys, did you do that?" We both shook our heads. Then says, "They're horrible children. They should be arrested." She then turned quickly and gave us a smirk, then switched back into victim mode. My mom then said, "I highly doubt what you're saying is true. For one, we have cameras everywhere, and two, they're my kids." Spluttering, "They're your kids." My mom nods, and starts going on a rant about how bad of a parent she is, and my dad must have left home for a mistress. He hasn't, but my parents are divorced. My mom immediately went into rage mode. Shut the fuck up about my kids. You have no right to judge them for the games they play. I got that game for him for his birthday. You also don't have a right to judge me for being a mother. Call security and have them escort this woman out." Nods, and in minutes, 3 burly guards are there. 2 of them get her out of the room, and the third one stays behind to ask what happened. M's kid is following her, asking why they can't stay. We walk outside to see M getting handcuffed and put in a cop car, and a police officer asked us if we wanted to press charges. We said yes. She was charged with assault, destruction of property, and attempted theft. D walked over, putting himself on mute so the others in the call couldn't hear him. He asked us what happened, and we gave him our story. He nodded, and then apologized before returning to his call by the car. In the end, I decided to post this on Reddit, as my first encounter with an entitled parent. Hope you enjoyed. I will update more in case we have to go to court or something.